Hey guys, Harsh88 here with another video for you. So, I'd like to start off by saying, um, sorry I didn't post a video on Saturday. Um, I know I was supposed to go to Fan Expo. That didn't pan out too well. But, there's always next year. So, I figured, since I didn't go to Fan Expo, I'll do a review video. So what I chose this time a little stack of comics to review, and so yeah. So for this video, it's going to be a review as usual. I will be doing a review video Thursday as well, as to keep on schedule. Also, along the lines of not going to Fan Expo, I'm not too worried because Montreal Comic Con's coming up soon. It's going to be not next weekend actually, so I'll be there for that. So I'll be, recording a lot of stuff from there and whatever. Also, for a heads up for a future video, I just started reading, and yes, I know it's taken me a while to finally get to it because I heard the story is so good, and well, I picked the book. I bought the trade of it. I picked it up for about half price, I think. I finally started reading from DC Comics the Blackest Night storyline. Now, I know probably a lot of people have reviewed that already, but just look out for down the line when I finish reading it. I'll post my review of it, what I thought. So yeah, so let's get to the review. So the first book that I'm reviewing came out. Well, it's new, but not like last week new. But anyway, the first book I'm reviewing is from DC Comics, Star Spangled War Stories, G.I Zombie, #1. Let's see. Well, pretty much the story how the story goes is it's actually not a war story, like like a World War II. Like this comic isn't technically new. I mean, it's a reprint because back in the day, I think it was like in 1959, I think, these stories were around. And back then, it was more about, World War II stuff, and it was war stories, so. But this time around, with the reintroduction of it, they're actually more like espionage stories. So, and I myself like those a lot. So, yeah, I find it was a pretty good story. I mean, it's only issue 1, and in this book, basically, it's like a lot, character introduction and everything. So, like, well, for those who watch my other videos, I know I keep repeating myself when I say this, but I don't really like giving it away. But I'll just give a little bit. Basically, there's two main characters right now. So you have G.I Zombie himself, and there's his partner, and she comes off in the beginning of the book as this really psycho chick, and you find out it's all a front. It's as a build up to whatever. So I'll just leave it at that. And if you want to take my word for it, and you actually want to go up and pick it up, I don't really think it's like a book that's going to be like super hard to find since issue 1 came out. I mean, I know issue 2 came out a couple weeks ago. I didn't get a chance to pick it up yet. It's on a stack of a ton of other books that I still got to pick up. But when I pick that up, I'll do a review on that also. It's not a pricey book. I mean, don't mind the glare. It's $2.99. It's a standard price book. I find it's worth the price. I mean, story-wise, it's good. I mean, again, like I said, it is the first issue, so there's a lot of build-up to like who the characters are and everything. But I'm sure it probably picks up in the second book, which, again, like I said, I haven't read yet. But when I do, I'll review it. The artwork's good. I like it. It's I wouldn't say it's like noir artwork. To those who know out there who know what noir is, it's sort of gritty, which is kind of cool. I mean, I like some of that stuff, that kind of artwork. So yeah. Would I recommend this comic to a lot of people out there? Yeah, I would. I give it my thumbs up. So, yeah, if you want to take my word for it, go out, go pick it up. $2.99. It's not much more I could really say about it. I mean, it's your standard espionage, zombie, whatever story. So, yeah. So go out there, pick it up, pick up the second one. If anyone out there has read the second one, and message me or whatever, tell me what you thought of it. I'm always willing to hear what other people have to say, but along the same lines of comics that I read. So, alright, so with that out of the way, the next thing that I'm reviewing is actually 5 comics. It's a 5-comic little, well, I wouldn't really say it's a storyline, because each comic had its own individual story, but yeah, what I'm getting to here is the Marvel 100th anniversary issues. Sorry, I'm not showing too well on camera here. So basically, I'll show them individually. So basically, you had Fantastic Four, Spider-Man, which you love that cover. Oh, that's awesome. Anyway, we had X-Men, the Avengers, and Guardians of the Galaxy. Darn that glare. Still getting the hang of that. Anyway, so 5 stories, 5 of the, well, basically involving mostly group stories and one individual character, but focusing on the main Marvel groups, hero groups. So, they're all #1 issues. I went out and got the variant issues, but I was happy with them because they were all the actual cover price, whereas with other comics, if you get a variant issue, they're a bit more. But these were cover price, and I believe they still are cover price. It's not like a big super event thing or anything. So, yeah, they're $3.99 a piece. So, price wise, it's so-so. So, first one, 100th anniversary, Fantastic Four. This comic, well, all the stories are based 100 years in the future. So, with the Fantastic Four one, actually the main characters actually Sue Storm, and it's basically a rescue mission story. The actual two main members of the Fantastic Four, so you got Sue Storm and Reed Richards. They're like grandparents now, and they got kids. Anyway, the story itself was so-so. I wasn't too crazy about the artwork in this one. Mind you, that's just me. Maybe others might have liked it. I don't know. But for myself personally, I wasn't too crazy with the artwork in it. The story itself was, again, it was so-so. I mean, I've never really followed Fantastic Four before, so I've never really read a lot of their comics. So, would I recommend this one? 50-50. If you want to check it out, give it a look. If not, you're not really missing anything. So, yeah. And I think out of the 5, this was probably my least favorite of the bunch. So, yeah. Moving on. The next one, the 100th anniversary Spider-Man issue. This is actually the one that I wanted the most, because when I read the little blurb of the story of what it was about, I was like, oh, I want to read that. So basically, 100 years into the future, Spider-Man, well, Peter Parker, has developed a techno symbiote suit. And, well, he developed it, but he doesn't want to use it anymore, blah, blah, blah. Well, along comes Kingpin, and he wants the technology. He wants it for himself. And basically the big thing that sold me on this was Kingpin merges with the Venom symbiote. And when I heard that, I was like, oh, that's crazy, because that's like, I wouldn't really say overkill, because I mean, yeah, Kingpin's a big guy and everything, and he's strong, and then with the Venom symbiote will make it stronger, but it was just cool to hear something like that. So I really wanted to get it when it came out. So yeah. So I thought that this story was good. The artwork in this one, I like the artwork in it. It was very nice. As like I said with the Fantastic Four one, I wasn't crazy about because it was they used a lot of light colors, and I don't know. I just wasn't crazy about it. So, but again, that's just me. Okay. Third book in the collection of 5, the X-Men story. This one was pretty cool because, again, I like the artwork and everything. Thought it was really neat. And let's see. Besides that, also with the like the newer X-Men stuff, I've never really read much of it, you know, just because there's so many X-Men stories now, and it's hard to keep up. Yeah, the only real X-Men stuff I really read is like the new Wolverine stuff. Like I read, I'm waiting for this week actually, because there's the story arc of the death of Wolverine. So I'm waiting to see what that's all about and everything. Oh, excuse me. Like I've been reading the like, you know, 3 months to die and all that, like the lead up to it and everything. So, and I thought those were pretty good. I didn't do I haven't got around to doing a review on those yet, but maybe for a future video, if you guys would like to hear about it or whatever, let me know. So anyway, getting back to the comic at hand. Basically, the story with the X-Men one is, because you know, Professor Xavier has his dream of humans and mutants living together in harmony and everything. Well, basically, in this story, since it's 100 years in the future, his dream finally comes true, and, you know, everyone's in peace and harmony and everything. So, I know, talking about these right now, it doesn't sound too informative or anything. It's because I'm trying to find a way how I could review these and at the same time almost not give everything away. So that's why if it sounds a little like rushed, I apologize. But I'm trying to do this in a way where I'm not giving all the, you know, like I always say, the juicy details away. So, yeah. So I apologize. The fourth comic is the Avengers one. And, sorry for the glare, guys. You're going to hear me say that a lot until I probably get the hang of this. Anyway, it's the Avengers comic. This one, again, it was so-so, you know. The artwork is really cool. It kind of reminds me of like, let's see. I'm trying to think, what would be a good, what's a good comparison? Actually, I find the artwork in the Avengers one kind of almost like a Mad Magazine-ish. It's like really cartoony and like lots of detail and stuff. And yeah, it's pretty neat actually. It's the artwork really stands out. And story-wise, it was okay. I mean, you have characters like Beta Ray Bill and Doctor Strange and oh, who are the other? Off the top of my head, I don't remember right now. I read this about a week or two ago. So, and the thing I find funny is because since again they're all set 100 years into the future, so they're all based around the year 2061, and in the Avengers one, Tony Stark, or Iron Man, technically is reduced to just a brain in a jar, which I found really strange. But I mean, go out and read it to see what I mean. Yeah. Like again, my thoughts on this story were again 50-50. So, but if you guys want to read it, go ahead. You don't have to listen to me. I mean, it's just one guy's opinion. So anyway. And the last story is the Guardians of the Galaxy story. This one I thought was pretty cool because 100 years into the future, and some of the roles of the Guardians of the Galaxy are kind of like switched around a bit. So like you have like Gamora, for instance, she's playing the role of Star-Lord, and whenever someone calls her by her real name, she gets kind of pissed off because she takes the role of Star-Lord like really seriously now, and I thought that was pretty funny. So I mean, Rocket's still the same. Groot also still the same. What else is it? Pretty much all of them are still doing the same role, except Gamora has taken on the role of Star-Lord now. And what you call it there? The story itself is pretty cool. I mean, there's a lot of like action and stuff, which is probably what you'd expect from a Guardians of the Galaxy story. I don't really know much about the Guardians comics because I've never really read them. Yeah, I don't really, again, I don't really know much more to say about this one except the story was okay. Artwork and everything, not too bad, pretty good. I liked it, but again, I found it 50-50. Again, like with most of it. Pretty much out of the 5 stories, I think the Spider-Man one was my favorite one out of all of them. Because, I mean, besides the Spider-Man one, which is pretty much what I'm a fan of the most, which was Spider-Man, all the other ones were like, they didn't really get my attention too much. I mean, I got them because I'm the type where if let's say there's a set of one specific thing, it bugs me to hell. It bugs the hell out of me to just get one of the 5 and not have all of them. So that's why I went and got all 5 issues. To wrap everything up, I found the Spider-Man one the best. The other 4 were so-so. again, it's just me. So if you guys want to go out and find these, well, they're still pretty much on the newsstands. Newsstands. Who buys comic books on a newsstand? In comic book shops. And yeah, they're all $3.99 a piece. So go out, find them, give them a read, and you know, message me back. Let me know what you thought of them. You know, I always like hearing feedback or whatever. So, and also for G.I Zombie as well. If you guys go out and find it, you know, read it. Let me know what you thought of it, and yeah, I like hearing. I like to hear from people that get their thoughts on other stuff. So, well, I guess I'll wrap it up for now. This was basically, again, like I said, to make up for not having a video on Saturday. So, also I apologize if it's a little long. Right now it's running at like 26 minutes. To those of you who've watched my stuff by now, should be accustomed to me making long videos. Because I tend to ramble on a lot, and I apologize for that. But yeah, so I'm going to cut it short for now. Thursday, I'll have a new video up for something recent that's coming out this week. Maybe I'll review one of the Future's End 3D cover one-shots, or something else, whatever. And Saturday, I might do a review on the last 2 issues of Cowl from Image Comics, and then we'll go from there. Alright, so that's it for now. So till next time, like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz, and I'll see you guys later. See ya!